What's on our mind today, guys? Well, I was watching a video about if the U.S. implodes, where to run and hide. Hey guys, good morning. We're walking in the rain. Why, you may ask? Because it's practical. So the reason to walk in the rain is because it's the best time. Hey, yesterday was the hottest day so far this season. It was a scorcher. It was 87 in the house, in the room with the air conditioner. Shudder to think what the temperature was in the rest of the house. Well, I was watching a video about if the U.S. implodes, where to run and hide or something like that. Not hide, but take cover. You know, there's a difference. Like if there's hail coming down, you're not going to stand in it and smack you in the head, you know. 3-inch baseball-sized hail can do some damage. So you take cover, right? That's what we're talking about. So it had all these areas of the world, you know, that half of them are, 80% of them, or half of them are on retirement lists or investment lists. Ha! So the gist of the video article was that there really isn't any place that doesn't have issues. That you're just going from, say, fried eggs to boiled eggs. Okay, boiled eggs are better for you, but you're still eating eggs. Okay, so, it said one of the most interesting things that it said was this, that if you're in a big city, which is where the problems are, well, there's problems everywhere, isn't there? Let's not talk about that. But when you've got a concentrations of millions of people and resources get scant, they're going to have more problems. So that's what the gist of the video was. And the highlight of it was this. To me, you can just go an hour out. Like if you're in New York City, you can go an hour out of New York City. There's way less people, you know, which is what we've been saying for years. Less quote-unquote demand for property is cheaper. So real quick, before we get into noisy traffic here, I just wanted to say the ultimate highlight was that you can just go out. The U.S. is so huge, there's always a place to go. So it did have some areas that had a peaceful, stable existence, because that's what people want, is stability. But it was like New Zealand, only a place where foreigners can't go unless they're millionaires. You know, same old story. Don't know this, but before coming to Ecuador, I did a lot of research. Of course, it's been a story of my life. I do research every single week. The problems of the world are not a question of resources. It's a question of the management of those resources. It's mismanagement. Whether it's willful or unintentional doesn't really matter. Just lack of knowledge or what have you on how to manage. Well, for example, here, the water, you know. And here in Ecuador. And so it comes down to management. Some people call it politics. We're not a political channel. We'll call it management. I find a place in the world without politics, without management, and lo and behold, there's practically no people there. So, you know, if you're trying to get away from bad management, is that the solution? Go where there's no people? I don't think so. Check it out. I found this country. It's so tiny, it's just an island. It's out in the Pacific. They, and as you can see, we didn't move there. Their constitution actually states that the law of the land is to love thy neighbor as thyself according to Christ's commandment. And it isn't mandated in law. In other words, if you don't do that, buenos dias, they're not going to put you in jail. It's not like that. That was, wow, that was amazing. There's 90 people there, and you can't get internet, so you can't go out to Tony Roma's either.
Red Lobster.
Oh my gosh. So, anywho, That's why he said the kingdom of heaven is within. And I just want to show you what our choices are for walking here. It's why you don't see as many walking videos unless we're like on the beach. In Cuenca you saw those walking videos, which are amazing. Apparently the rain, we've been making videos for 7 months in Salinas and how much of a desert it is. Oops. Oh. Trying to stay out of this mud. But apparently the few inches of rain that Salinas gets, it gets it all at one time. Oh! If you haven't browsed through our almost over 800 videos, uh-oh, how am I going to get through that? We've made, oh my gosh, plenty of videos about, this is even worse than yesterday. We've made plenty of videos about the villages on the north coast. You know how muddy they get when it rains. But this is Salinas, and most of the roads are paved, but anyway, the rain, even if it's only 20 inches a year, if it all comes down in 3 months or 2 months, I really don't know. I haven't lived here all year yet. We lived 5.5 years in Cuenca, as you know.
The walk, it just got too treacherous. The mud was something we were dealing with, but over there's just not even any mud. There's a bunch of grass that we can't walk through. So we're going to abort the walk. Sorry guys, I'm trying. And hola. Yeah. So let's take the bus to the waterfront.